Yes. In view of the above observation and discussions made above, the impugn order dated 30/10 to 2023 in the considered view of this court has to be interfered with, and accordingly the same is set aside. The matter is now remanded back to the learned lower appellate court for fresh consideration in the light of the observations made herein above, and to pass appropriate orders. Since the parties are represented before this court, they are directed to appear before the lower appellate court on 8/4/2025. Upon their appearance before the learned lower appellate court on the given date, the learned lower appellate court shall proceed with the matter in accordance with law and dispose of the same after giving the parties the opportunity of being heard. With the above observation and direction, the appeal stands disposed of.
I'm deeply grateful.
This is a second live we are getting. Make use of it. There should not be any lethargy.
Yes, my lord. I'll try my best, my lord.
For orders, item number 3.
Yes, Mr. Jonathan.
Yes, Your Lordship.
First time. This is the first time it's coming?
We had put this up last week, but then the case was withdrawn because there were some submissions which were made beyond the pleadings. So as
Okay.
per the instruction of this
Okay.
court, the application was withdrawn.
Have you annexed that order?
Unfortunately, Your Lordship, no.
You should have annexed it. Just to make the story complete. So what is your case?
The application is based solely on medical grounds without delving into the merits. Because he is a patient, he's been admitted to Aizawl Hospital and he's suffering from several ailments and has been undergoing frequent medical examinations. He has undergone several. He was brought to the hospital on many occasions and has undergone several tests. He was referred from Central Jail by the medical officer to undergo investigation and treatment on February 19, 2025. Your Lordship, I'm reading for para 4, sub number 1.
What is the stage of the investigation?
Lordship, he's presently receiving treatment at...
Stage of the investigation.
Acha, the charge sheet has been submitted and...
Submitted?
Yes, Your Lordship. The
Trial has begun.
trial was supposed to begin on 12th of this month, but since he was hospitalized, the case could not proceed.
When was the charge sheet filed?
Charge sheet was filed on...
Okay, tell me, when was he admitted to the hospital? What is the complication he's having facing?
As mentioned in para...
He or
number-
she? He.
He.
Paragraph?
Second last line of page 5. He was initially diagnosed as a case of UTI and acute renal failure, respiratory tract infection, acute hepatitis.
When?
This was on...
He was-
He was admitted on 21/2.
21/2. Before that, what happened? He was referred.
Yes, he was referred to civil hospital, and since there were no beds available, he was admitted to Aizawl Hospital. And Your Lordship, the letter was written by the concerned medical officer at Aizawl Hospital, and he has been undergoing treatment. However, Your Lordship, at para 4.2, it is stated that he is in need of further medical assistance, which is not readily available at the hospital he is presently admitted in. To this effect, the medical officer has also written a letter dated 23/2025, wherein it has been stated that he will require hemodialysis for whole life or renal transplant. So he is now referred to higher center with nephrologists, where nephrologist is available. Now, Your Lordship, in this aspect, it is prayed that he is released on bail, or at least interim bail, so that he may be given opportunity to receive proper treatment. And since it is not conducive for him to be transferred from one hospital to another during while he is under custody.
How many bail applications have you filed?
In the district court one and the one that happened last week. Just two.
Page 23 is the bail application order passed by the
And the NPS.
trial court. Then page 25, please come to page 25.
Yes.
Paragraph 4, just read that.
Peruse the applications as well as the annexed medical documents and also the case file and consider the submissions by both learned counsels. It is seen that the case is yet to be opened on 12/3/2025. The medical documents of the accused applicant show that the accused was admitted at Aizawl Hospital and Research Center on 21/2/25 and he was not produced before the court on 28/2/25 due to sickness, and it is not known if he is still in hospital or not.
Yes.
Nevertheless, the accused applicant is getting his required treatment and the need for his release on bail for the same no longer arises. Now, Your Lordship, in contrary to this, the annexure at page 44,
This is what actually I had told you the other day, that you're already getting the treatment in the hospital.
Yes, Your
Where's the
Lordship.
requirement of
No,
bail?
Your Lordship, at page 44, the medical officer has stated that the proper treatment is not available at Aizawl Hospital and Research Center. Page 44, Your Lordship. The typed copy is at page 45. If I may read, Your Lordship.
Yes.
This is to certify that Mr. Ming Tan Kluang, 38 years, male, resident of Central Jail Wing, was admitted at our hospital on 12/2/25. He was diagnosed as a case of RTI, acute or chronic kidney failure, UTI, acute hepatitis. Due to persisting shortness of breath, he was shifted to ICU for observation on 8/3/25. He is now currently under treatment at ICU. He will require hemodialysis for whole life or renal transplant, so he is now referred to higher center where nephrologist is available. Your Lordship, either at Trinity Hospital or some other ZMC or some other center.
What is the age of the applicant?
38.
38.
Yes, sir.
You're still very young.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Now all these complications.
So, Your Lordship, my humble prayer is that he may be at least released on interim bail for receiving treatment, if not.
But he's not from this place, isn't it? He's not a local.
Your Lordship, he is a refugee and he is residing at Edenthar. And the local council at Edenthar has also written an acknowledgement letter to this effect.
Where?
At Annexure 1, page 11. At the translated copy is at page 12. I acknowledge that Ming Tan Kluang, husband of Ng Zikpu, is residing at Edenthar.
Where in Edenthar?
I'm not sure of the
It's a very vast area, isn't it? He's everywhere in Edenthar. Yes, what do you say, PP?
Yes, my lord. It can be seen that he already received a medical assistance. So in order to transfer him to Trinity or ZMC, my lord, he can be transferred without granting bail, since he is admitted in the civil hospital before. And from the civil hospital, he has been transferred to...
No, he wasn't transferred. He was referred to civil hospital,
Yeah, he's
but
referred. So, my lord...
since there were no beds available,
He's admitted to civil hospital or Aizawl hospital?
Aizawl Hospital.
At first, he is admitted to civil hospital.
Civil hospital first.
Yes,
there
my
were no
lord.
beds available there, so he was admitted directly to Aizawl Hospital.
And as far as my knowledge, my lord, there is a dialysis machine in Aizawl Hospital, so he is taken dialysis every now and then. So, my lord, in this regard, considering the gravity of the offense, the bail application must be rejected since he is already receiving the medical assistance regularly.
See, would you like to obtain some instructions in this regard, since he says medical and all that? Yes. Today is the first day itself, so
Yes.
whether we should consider disposing of at this stage. .907 kilograms. It's quite a good amount. I think
And Your Lordship, apart
a lot of
from-
recoveries happening now, isn't it? Everywhere. It's good business, I think.
And Your Lordship, apart from the dialysis, he may also require a renal transplant as suggested by the medical officer.
No, this is basically a certificate only. They may write so many things. But where's the diagnosis? That will be more convincing.
Your Lordship,
Certificate can be given by any doctor that I want the certificate to
Your
this
Lordship,
effect.
if I may bring you to page 40
Uh,
of the application. If you look at the kidney function test, the blood urea, the normal range is between 10 to 50
See,
mg.
we are not experts on reading all this.
No, but it can be seen that the normal range is from 10 to 50, and his test value is 156, so which is quite high. And creatinine level is, normal range is 0.6 to 1.3, and his test value is 7.3, which is also very high. So, without being experts, it can be seen that his results are beyond the normal range, way beyond the normal range, actually.
So that's why you see the doctors there in Aizawl Hospital should have a proper sort of analysis of his condition and certain recommendation instead of just one certificate saying that to meet my concern, this is happening. You can request your transfer to that if they are not able to. At any rate, see, since it has come for the first time, I'll issue notice. We'll post it again after a week. Heard Mr. Jonathan Lal in Tluanga, learned counsel for the applicant who submits that by filing this application. The applicant seeks bail on medical grounds. Full stop. He submits that the applicant was arrested on 24/8/2024 by the excise personnel for alleged recovery of 9.907 kilograms of suspected methamphetamine. Stop. Accordingly, excise case number N-151 of 2024 under section 22(C) of the NDNPS Act was registered. Stop. He submits that charge sheet has already been filed, but the applicant, on account of having severe health issues, has been admitted to the Aizawl Hospital and Research Center on 21/2/2025. Stop. He submits that he has been diagnosed as a case of UTI and acute renal failure, respiratory tract infection and acute hepatitis. Stop. The learned counsel submits that as certified by the medical officer of the said hospital, the applicant is required to be shifted to a high center where nephrologist is available. Full stop. He therefore submits that the applicant may be granted bail to enable him get proper treatment. Next para, in view of above, issue notice returnable by 3rd of April. Ms. Vanesiami, learned additional public prosecutor, accepts notice on behalf of the state. Applicant to serve copy of the bail application, if not already done, to the learned additional PP. Learned additional PP shall obtain instructions in this regard by the next day. Registry to list accordingly.
Item number 4.
May it please your lordship. Now, there's a delay of 535 days in filing the connected appeal.
First time?
First time.
Heard Mr. Lal Fakoma, learned counsel for the applicant, who submits that by filing this application, the applicant seeks condonation of 535 days delay in filing the connected regular first appeal against the order dated 5/7/2023 and heirship certificate number 911 of 2023. Granted in favor of the respondent number 1. Next para, issue notice, returnable by 3 weeks. Who appears? Any state or private parties?
Pro forma only, madam.
Have you served copies?
We will in the course of the day, lordship.
Ms. Vanesiami, learned government advocate, accepts notice on behalf of respondent numbers 2 and 3. Stop applicant to serve requisite copies of the application to her during the course of the day. Stop applicant shall also take steps for service of notice upon respondent number 1. By registered post with ADDU. What about Basti?
That's the if possible, your lordship.
Both ways, with registered post with ADDU. Additionally, the applicant is also permitted to serve notice to respondent number 1 by way of Dasti within 10 days, and thereafter file an affidavit as proof of service. List the matter again after 3 weeks.
Your lordship, can it be after 2 weeks because there's urgency in this case?
Okay, make it 2 weeks.
I'm deeply obliged.
Instead of 3 weeks, 2 weeks.
For admission, item number 2.
May it please your lordship. My lord,
Yes.
this second appeal is filed against the impugned judgment in order dated 22/1/2025, passed in RFA 12 of 2024, my lord.
In RFA,
Yes.
what is the beginning?
The beginning was,
Seal suit.
yes, civil suit number 4 of,
You're the plaintiff or you're the defendant?
I'm the defendant in the plaintiff.
Okay, civil suit
In
was
the
filed
civil
for
suit.
what purpose?
For claiming compensation against me and another appellant, my lord. There is two defendants.
What compensation? What kind of compensation?
There was a, I have a land adjacent to the plaintiff, my lord. And I have extracted stones from my land. That is according to me. But
Okay.
the plaintiff claims that that area was his. And
I see.
So the learned lower court passed judgment in his favor. And being aggrieved,
Both of you don't have their respective LSCs?
yes,
You have?
we have village council pass.
You
garden
have VC pass.
Yes,
And the other one, the other plaintiff?
village council pass.
Both has VC pass?
Yes.
There's no measurement of the boundary and all that?
There is a measurement, there is a boundary description. So in the connecting RFA, I prayed that let the spot verification be taken.
In the RFA?
Yes.
And that was
This
rejected?
Yes. Because, my lord, inadvertently we have made some mistakes in the RFA.
What mistake?
There is a delay of around 60-something days, my lord.
In preparing the RFA?
Yes. And at the time of filing, some mistakes were committed and delay petition was not filed at the first instance. And after learning that there was some delay and such, we again intend to file, which was rejected because we did not file at the first instance itself. So hearing on merit was conducted and the RFA 12 of 2024 was dismissed, my lord.
Have you formulated the substantial question?
Yes, my lord.
Let us see. Page?
At page 193A.
190,
193. 193.
193.
Yes. I have proposed two substantial questions of law, my lord. Whether the denial of filing of subsequent condonation application by the first appellate court is in violation of Section 5 of Indian Limitation Act, and whether denial of withdrawal of appeal by the first appellate court is
Two
in-
things.
Yes.
Whether I mean, whether you can be denied of filing a limitation,
Yes,
continuation of
only-
delay application subsequently.
Yes.
Number one. Number two is whether you can be denied of withdrawal.
Yes, Malord.
You wanted to withdraw or what?
Yes, because we did not, since my delay application was denied, I intend to withdraw with the liberty to file afresh because I have made a mistake.
How much delay was there?
Around 67 days, if I'm not.
67 days delay. How come you did not know?
My lord, at first, we were approached to file an appeal before the High Court. So, according to us, there is a limitation period of 90 days, my lord.
Yes.
So, when we received the full brief and such, so in a haste, we make a correction to our drafting, my lord. So, inadvertently, we made a mistake mistake there, my lord. Admittedly, our haste makes waste, my lord.
Civil suit was decided by senior civil judge.
Yes, my lord.
And what is the valuation?
Around
Suit valuation.
Suit valuation is, in the final judgment, it was around 4 lakhs, my lord.
4 lakhs.
Yes.
So, appeal lies before the district judge.
Yes, my lord.
Okay. So anyway, at this stage, you'll have to issue notice.
Yes, my lord.
Heard Mr. Lalbi Agnuvanamte, learned counsel for the appellant, who submits that, being aggrieved with the order dated 22/1/2024, passed by the Additional District and Session Judge, Aizol. After judge, you write 1. Additional District and Session Judge 1, Aizol.
My lord, the date of order is 22/1/2025, but it was mistakenly written as 22/1/2024 in the impugned order, my lord.
Okay, make it 25, okay? Passed by the Honorable Additional District and Session Judge 1, Aizol, in RFA number 12 of 2024, has filed the instant appeal. Under the provisions of Section 17 of the Mizoram Civil Codes Act, even this Civil Codes Act also, you have made the wrong spelling mistakes here. Civil Codes Act, it's not Civil Code Act.
My lord. Apologies, my lord. If I may be allowed
Don't
to
be in a haste. You see, whenever
Yes, my
you
lord.
take up a brief and do something, you should meticulously study and do that.
Yes, my lord.
17 of the Mizoram Civil Codes Act, read with Section 100 and Order 42. CPC. Next para, issue notice. To the respondents, returnable by 4 weeks. Appellant to take steps for service of notice upon the respondents by registered post with ADD within 3 days.
I'm obliged, my lord.